and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, and tonight it is One Sheet Wonder Night, and tonight I am going to be using the Flowering Zinnia's 12 by 12 paper pack to create 8 cards. These are fun fold cards. Every one is a fun fold, so we're going to create 4 different cards, 2 of each design for a total of 8 cards. Let's change the camera, get started. Okay, so this month I'm featuring in my Stamp Camp at-home card club kit this gorgeous Flowering Zinnia paper pack. Each club member gets a 6 by 12 of all the sheets in the pack. So it is just gorgeous. I am a pink girl and I love the bright colors. This paper pack is right up my alley. Coordinating products. Club members do not need the coordinating Simply Zinnia bundle. It's up to them. If they want their sentiments to be identical to mine, they're going to want to purchase the bundle. I'm also bringing in the Nested Essentials dies. And this is a new set that just came out in the new annual catalog. It is called Simply Said. I'm going to be using this one as well for tonight's cards. And it also has a coordinating embossing folder, the Zinnias. You will find the list of all the products I use tonight down below under the video. It'll say show or more. Click on that and you'll find the supplies. Now this ribbon retired, so it's no longer available. But my club members will be getting the full spool of this ribbon. It is the Lemon Lime Twist for their club cards, and I'm going to be using it tonight. Club members will also be getting a sheet of these shiny sequins. That is, if I can get them, because they were on back order. So hopefully they will come in and club members will get a full sheet of these. If I can't get these, they'll be getting another embellishment that will coordinate with their cards. Now I'll give you a little sneak peek of the cards that my club members will be creating. This is card number 1, pretty simple. I always start out my club cards with a basic for the quick and easy stamper or a new stamper. So this uses that gorgeous paper, those Nested Essentials dies, and then the sentiment is from that bundle. Now we're going to step things up. Whoops. Card number 2 is kind of like a Z-fold bookbinding. So just like that. Card number 3, it's flat like this, but it kind of opens up like an easel and it will set up. Now they have an option if they want to put a sentiment strip in here to make it stand up, but I kind of like it just like that. And then card number 4 is an explosion or a gift bag. So you could put a treat in there, you could put a gift card in there, you could put a treat and a gift card in there, put some tissue paper in it. Super cute. And that, they're going to create 2 of all those cards for a total of 8 cards they will receive in their kit. So now I'm going to show you a one sheet wonder tonight using this beautiful print right here. It is, when I see prints like this, I love it because it's easy to cut up and you're going to get gorgeous cards. Like I said, we're going to make 8 cards out of this one print. We're going to do 4 different designs, 2 of each card. So I'm going to bring this in to my trimmer cutter here. And I'm going to line the end up at 5 1/4. Is that what I want? 5 1/4. I'm going to cut off some of my flowers. I got to think about this here a minute. I think I'm going to cut this at 6 inches. Ah, I like that. 6 inches. Put the 2 together. And we're going to cut them down to 5 1/4. And we got 2 strips like this. We're going to save those. Now we're going to take our cut piece. Now I haven't done these cards before, so I've done them with another piece of designer series paper from another paper pack, but not with the Zinnia's paper. So I'm just kind of winging it tonight, and I have the designs and the layouts, but I haven't used this particular print. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to cut these sheets, both of them at the same time, at 3 inches by 5 1/4. So we're going to end up with 8 pieces that are 3 inches by 5 1/4. And then this last one, I just want to make sure that it is 3 inches. Any little shavings. So there's our cutting of that one 12 by 12 sheet. I love those flowers. So our first cards that we're going to create are a bookbinding card. I'm sure you've done it before, but it's a great way to use 3 by 5 1/4 inch pieces. I didn't know which color base I was going to like, so I went with the Lemon Lime Twist and the Melon Mambo. So to make these bookbinding cards, you're going to take a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. You're going to score it at 3 1/4 and at 4 1/4. So go ahead, get those folded and scored. So fold it in half at 4 1/4, fold it back at that 3 1/4, and we're going to put some adhesive down the center here, binding that. All right, and I've already went ahead and folded the Lemon Lime Twist, so we're just gonna adhere it. I want to get closer to that edge. All right, so there's our book binding so far. Now we have these strips left over that are 3/4 of an inch, so perfect size to put down our side here. I could do that on that one, so maybe I'll do that. I'm just kind of switching things up. We'll see how we come out. 5 1/4. I'm going to do this one at 5 1/4 as well. We'll save this one for another card. Maybe I'll put it on an inside. Not sure yet. So this one I'll put on, whoops, the Melon Mambo one, like so. And then we'll take one of our pieces that are 3 by 5 1/4. And we'll put that on this side here. That's cute. Now we'll take this one, take another one of our 3 by 5s. Put that on this side. And then for here, I'm going to use that embossing folder, that 3D embossing folder with the Zinnia. These are for my inside pieces. And I have a bunch of strips here. I could do, let's see, this is the petal pink. I just kind of pulled it up from the flower. Looks, I thought I had some Melon Mambo ones, but I do kind of like that petal pink. I do have a Melon Mambo right here. Okay, I think I'll go with the Melon Mambo. Because it is embossed, sometimes it will rip if you use your stamp and seal. So I'm going to just use my liquid glue on that. Sometimes that stamp and seal just doesn't like that texture. So I'm going to attach that strip there. Like so. And then these are going to go on the inside. So if you wanted to, you could add some of that strips across the bottom. Like so. That's pretty too. You could do the other side. Okay, so I'll do that. That's what these little strips are awesome for. Decorating the insides. Lots of things you can do with those little strips. Okay, so on one of them, I'm going to put it, the flowers showing. And on this one, I'll do it the other side because it will match that print there. Like so, and then that's ready for the inside. So this one's going to go on this one. And then this one will go. Oh, come on this one. And now we got to put our sentiment on the front. So that's where these fun nested essentials dies come into play. I think I'm going to go with this kind of banner. And I have my little flags here. So on this one, I think because I brought in that petal pink, where would I want to put that banner? I like it down there. And this one, maybe I'll come in with the green. If I put it up here, I think I'm covering up my flowers too much. That's a good spot, but I'm thinking I like down below better. All right, so the next thing is I forgot my ink pad. So I got to grab my ink pad. We're going to use the Simply Said stamp set. I got just the perfect little word for that little banner, that hello. And that's right here, but I need to clean that off. I got some blue on it. Here's my cleaning pad, so let's get that cleaned. And then I think I'm going to grab my Melon Mambo ink pad. Okay, so we're going to ink that hello up. Trying not to get my head in the camera, so a little harder to stamp that way. So maybe I will, because it's so tiny, it's going to be a little bit closer to me, and hopefully I don't get my big head in there. Much better. I could use the lemon lime twist on this one, but I think I'm going to stick with the Melon Mambo. I think these cards would be perfect for new recruits. There's a recruiting special this month with Stampin' Up. If you love the new in colors, you can get a lot of the new in colors, an $80 value actually. So you're going to get the ink pads, I think it's the markers, I'd have to look it up, plus choose $125 of products of your choice. So you're going to get an $80 value of those in colors, plus you can choose $125 of product from your choice. Pay $99 and shipping is free. So I'll have the link under the video if you would like to join my team and get in on that awesome bundle of products for $99. You're getting a lot of products. Almost, that would be almost 280 and 125. Oh yeah, it would be over 200 for $99. So awesome deal. So if you want to know more about it, just click on that link under the video. So I'm using that lemon lime twist ribbon, and I accented my little sentiment piece there. So let me flag my ends. If you love this Zinnia bundle, I also this month have a PDF file for everyone who places a minimum $35 on my website will get a PDF file that has 10 different Flowering Zinnia cards that you can create. So I'm going to take this sequence now, and let's see, I'm going to just kind of place a variety of colors around, like, oops, like so. Pretty. I don't think you cannot create a gorgeous card with this bundle of products. It is so pretty. I'm going to put one on my thing this time. And maybe I'll put one here and put one up here. So you can put those wherever you like, but aren't those cute? So adorable. I love this paper. All right, so on to card number 2. Card number 2 is what I would call a side gatefold, because it's a gatefold, but it's at the side. So to get that, you're going to cut your cardstock 5.5 by 8.5, and then you're going to score it at 3 1/4 and 7.5. That does not seem right. Let me see that. I would score it at 1 inch and then at 4 1/4. 1 inch and 4 1/4. I don't know what I was thinking when I did the other. So 1 inch, 4 1/4. So fold it in half at that 4 1/4. And then at the 1 inch, you're going to fold. Oh, that's because I got the wrong, that's why. All right, I got the wrong base here. This is the one I need. So let me give you the measurements. I think it's the same. 1 inch, 1 inch and 4 1/4, correct. Fold it in half. That's still the wrong one. All right, let me see here. What did I do? My green is right. The pinks are wrong. The pinks are for the next card, not this one. This one should be scored at 1 inch and at 5 1/4. So 1 inch and 5 1/4. Got it. I need a piece of melon mambo. 5 1/2. 5 1/2 by 8.5. Scored at 1 inch and 5 1/4. Much better. So fold that and then fold that flap to meet the other one. This is a tight fit here. Perfect. All right, so there's our, finally, huh? We'll get there, we'll get there. It is, again, 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 1 inch and at 5 1/4. And you're gonna have that side gatefold. I can see why I said score at 3 1/4 and 7 1/2. So depending on how you put it in your trimmer scorer, either way would work. All right, so we have basic white for the inside. You can pretty much see where our 3 by 5 1/4 piece is going to go. So we can stick those on. I have really been loving the paper packs lately. They are simply stunning. So you have a couple options. You could leave it plain. You could add one of our little leftover pieces, or you can add an embossed edge piece. So let's go with that. Again, we're going to be using our liquid glue because that was embossed. Oops. Getting glue all over. Stick that down. We got one little strip left from those side strips, so you could put this across the bottom, you could put that across the bottom, you could use the stamp set and stamp a little image on the inside. Let's see. You could use other, I think that you could stamp that single flower on the inside. That would be gorgeous. I am going, and you could always put an embossed strip on the inside as well to decorate it that way. So maybe I'll do that for this one. That looks pretty. Get my liquid glue here. Attach that strip. And maybe on this one, I will put, I think I'll match the front and do another strip of that petal pink. Bring that to the inside as well. Like so. Then we can go ahead and stick these on the inside. So it depends which way you want it. I'm going to do it this way. Like so. We'll keep that for another one. We're going to attach this one to the inside. Like that. Now I'm going to be taking those Nested Essential dies. I'm going to use these right here. And with this one, I think I'm going to have it matte. I think I'm going to have it match the card bases. So I'm going to take these and I am going to stamp with the Happy Birthday, and that's part of the Simply Said stamp set. It is new, it just came out in that new catalog. So I'm going to use the Melon Mambo again. And we're going to stamp these. And I think I'm going to do a couple more because I got more cards coming up that I'm going to use the same thing for. So while I got it out, I might as well get my stamping done. And then on another one, I'm going to do just like I did the last card, except for I'm going to switch the direction of my little banners and put hello on them. Just like that. So now I got all the stamping done. We'll set those aside. We need 2 of these. I think I'm gonna, on this one, maybe come in with, I don't know, I do like the green. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to cut them directly in half. There is a bigger one, but it's just a little too big for my liking. So by cutting this in half, I can expand it so it looks like a layer behind. And I don't have to go up, because this is the next size up. And it's just a little bit, it works. It's just a little bit bigger than what I wanted. So, I mean, we could try it on one, see how you like it. Because that's how I do things. I try it, trial and error, see what I like better. All right, so I want just that little edge showing. Like so. There we go. And because I want this to come over this just a little bit, so you're going to see that back side, I'm going to just take another one and kind of place it in there. So I just want to cut like a portion of this off. Make sure I'm doing the right side, yep. Just so you don't see that little strip. When you open it up, see when you open it up, you'll just see that, whoops, you'll just see that background without the crack. All right, so for that's gonna go on this one, and I think I'll put it right towards the bottom here. This has got a little bit of pink showing on the edge. I just got to get rid of that. So I think I'll do that, and that will help kind of hold that down in place. And the best way to do that is to use your tear and tape. Let's see if I got enough on there. I'm going to put a little across here, and this should really reinforce it down. Just because you can see how it puckers up a little bit, this will help. The tearing tape will keep this tight down and hopefully keep our flap down a tad. All right, come on, tearing tape. All right, so we're going to put that down there about like, do I want to line up the side? Maybe. Reinforce our flaps. So that makes it lay a little bit better. And then come in again with those bows I've tied. We're going to put that right on that edge, like so. Trim that up. All right, now we'll do this one. This one maybe I'll keep it wider. Let me see if that will work. If we mount that on there, it comes just about across the whole portion, which would work. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. All right, and now I don't have to fill in here, so that's a bonus. I'm going to use my tearing tape again. Let's burnish these down. Once these have been in the envelope and through the mail, they're going to lay much flatter just because they've been smushed flat. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to just give this a little bit more reinforced fold. Like so. Come in with our ribbon. Now, if you didn't get, if you can find like a petal pink ribbon, I haven't looked at the new ribbons yet, but there's probably something that you could put with it that would be pretty. And then we'll use our sequins. Maybe this time I'll go with some bigger sequins. Should we put one on the end, one up here, maybe one on there? I'm just kind of doing a variety of colors because all these colors are in the print. So pretty. I can't get enough of these cards. They are so pretty. Bring in this one. I'll use all the large sequins. Now you could put more sequins in there, but I just did the 3. So yeah, I kind of like the bigger one too. Maybe a little less work in that one. But those are your next 2. Now we'll come in with the card I thought I was doing. So here's our card inside bases. Our card stock 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 1 inch and at 4 1/4. So fold it in half at 4 1/4. and then fold that little flap back, just like that. Get these reinforced. All right, so this one you have a couple options with as well. We're going to use 2 of our pieces, which leaves us with 2 pieces for the last card. But if you wanted 6, you could put this piece on the inside, and then you would have 6 cards using that one 12 by 12 sheet. But we're going to use these, and I'm going to show you another card that you can create with that 3 by 5 1/4. So let's put these on first. I still haven't decided if I like the Melon Mambo base or if I like the Lemon Lime Twist card base. They're both beautiful with these colors. I just depends, I guess, if you like greens or pinks. All right, so on this little flap here, we're going to be using, where did my other one go? Oh, there they are. Okay, I got a bunch of pieces here. So we can do, I'm going to do lemon lime on lemon lime, I think. And melon mambo on melon mambo. Then I'm going to take the next size down and put it in white. And you have a couple of options for decorating this piece. If you didn't want to do white, you could take one of your leftover pieces and use that die cut, which is, I believe it's the second one down from the largest. And you could die cut your print and put that on there. Totally up to you. Or, I got a couple more options for you. You could use the stamp set and stamp and color in with the blends and then die cut out the zinnia. So we'll put that on this card, just like that. Or you can use the dies that come with it. I've done a bunch of, I've done it in the petal pink, and I've done it in the melon mambo. We got some, I just pulled out all the different shades, the mossy meadow and the lemon lime twist. We could do the petal pink. I think I'm going to do the petal pink flower. So I'm going to first we'll stick this on. And then this one I'll show you how to attach those die cuts to make that zinnia flower. So let's do this one first. So I'm going to just attach this white one to our melon mambo. And then we're going to attach it right to this flap that comes back here. So I'm just going to put my adhesive not all the way down, but I'm going to start about 1/2 inch from the top and do 1/2 inch from the bottom. And then I'm going to center my die cut like so. And then we're going to put this on. Now I'm not going to pop it up just because we got a bunch of stuff going on here. And then this will be on the inside. So let me attach that. I don't think I want any type of pop up on this. And I could use my liquid glue on that too, but I'm going to just use the Stamp and Seal. And then, how do I want? I was thinking of putting my sentiment like that, which I think that would be pretty. Do I want the petal pink, bring out something a little different, or do I want to stick with the melon mambo? That's too much pink going on. I think I'm going to do the petal pink. And I just switched the direction of this one. And we're going to put that across the bottom here. Like so, I think looks pretty good. Like that. We're going to bring in our ribbon. And I'm going to put that up here. And then for our gems or sequins, I'll put one there. Maybe we'll put one over here. And do I want one over here? Pretty. So for the inside, we have that leftover strip yet that we could put on the side, which I don't know, should I save that for that one? I do have a piece, and that just to me seems too much pink going on. I could come in with that. I think I'm going to do that. A strip of the petal pink that was embossed with that embossing folder. So what is this card called? That is a good question. I've called this one a front flip, so I really don't know what it's called. But it does have that front kind of flipping mechanism. So that works for me. It's kind of a Z-fold flip, maybe. So that's that one. Now let's work on this one. So we're going to take and we're going to put the lemon lime twist, and then we're going to put the white. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those. You probably could get away with, this is the next size down. That just seems too little. Or no, this would be the next size down. Maybe I don't have any cut that size in the colored. So, and that's the only one I have of that. Yep. So I can't show you what that would look like. But you can try it. These nested dies are perfect for so many different sentiments, occasions, stamp sets. Just like that. Okay, so that's stuck. I think I'm going to put this piece for this card on the inside. So I'm going to attach that. We'll put that right here on the edge. We'll cut off. This is all our waste. Not much. We'll put that on the inside. Now, if you are in my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club, you will receive the downloadable project sheet that has all the measurements as well as the One Sheet Wonder pattern. So that is just a perk for being in my card club. This little flower here would cut out, die cut out this one right here, but we're going to use it the solid, and we're just going to use our little layers of that zinnia die and layer that up. So I'm just going to attach the centers. like so. And like, I think I want them fanned out just a bit more. And then you have these little sections. And then this one I'll put on with some liquid glue. I haven't really found a specific direction that these dies have to go in. Just layer them up. I'm sure there probably is, but I think they look pretty no matter which way you do them. So that's going to go on here. And then we're going to come in with those. Like so. Alright, so first I think I want to attach this down. I'm going to use my liquid glue. And we're going to put that kind of like that. And I'll attach my leaves. I think I can do that without liquid glue. And I think I'm going to stay kind of to the bottom and let my tag kind of overlap them. Because that's already layers, I'm just going to attach it flat. Like so. And then let's see, how do I want my little banner? Carry that petal pink down in there? I think I will. I think I will. And I think I will put it just like that. You have so many options. I think I like that. Come in with my bow again, and we'll put that right up there. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then those sequins. Where did I, oh, right here. If they were any closer to me, it would bite me. All right, so where do I want to put them? Decisions, decisions. Do I want one up here? And then maybe put a green one. So pretty. So those are those two. Now I will show you my sample so you can see what I'm talking about when I say you could cut that designer series paper. Now this was my sample. And see, I put another sheet on the inside, and then I cut another one for the front. So if you use that paper there and then on the inside, you're going to only be able to create 6 cards instead of 8 from that one 12 by 12 sheet. But that kind of shows you all the different looks that you're going to get. So pretty, hard to decide which way I like best. I guess if you love to color, that would be a great option. You could also stamp the single image and put that on there. Lots of options. We're down to our final 2 pieces. So these cards, a little bit more involved, a little bit more pieces. You're going to start out with a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 8, and then you're going to score it at 1.5, 2 3/4, 5 1/4, and 6.5. So you're going to fold on those score lines. This, I think, is a double Z fold. So when they're done, they should meet like that in the middle. Okay? So I've already went ahead and did that for my pink one here. Now, you're going to have another piece of the same color that is, let me see, 3 1/4 by 5.5. 3 1/4 by 5.5. So you got one for each of those. But when you attach it, make sure that you only attach it to this left-hand panel, or you've just sealed the little fold shut. And you're going to do the whole, but you want to kind of center it. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's see, it's probably better to use liquid glue. That's pretty good. All right, so when you open it, it's going to be like this. So on this one, maybe I'll use liquid glue. That gives me a little bit chance to move it around. So you're going to attach it only to that left panel. With it being top and bottom. So let me see. So you can see there's like an 1/8 inch on each side. So it's like centered over both of those flaps. Make sure that it's good at top. All right, so that's where your piece is going to go. Your final piece. So let's attach those. And this one. All right, so far so good. Now you need a base. So your base is going to be 4 1/4 by 5.5. So there's my 2 bases. And then I add just a little bit of color. So I could do white, I could do petal pink, and I emboss that with that Zinnia embossing folder. Then when you have this folded up and attached to your base, like so, when it's flat, you're going to see those edges. So I think I'm going to stick with the white on that one. I could do petal pink, or I could do melon mambo. Oh, that's too big, but I could cut it down. Let's see. If I cut that down. Yep, I like that. Okay, so we're going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so we're going to adhere those down. Again, I'm using the liquid glue because it was embossed. So we're just going to put those on like so. And then we're going to put the Melon Mambo on the lemon lime twist. Now we can attach these to our card base. So I'm going to go with the liquid glue. And I am going to, it's going to go right top to bottom. Center that so that looks like the same amount of white is shown on both sides. Kind of rub that down a little bit. So far so good. So there it goes. It's open. It's like that. Do the same with this one. Pull that down. We're going to center that top to bottom, side to side. That looks pretty good. Let's get that. So there's flat. So the next thing you need to do is decorate these two side pieces. And then we have a piece of white that is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4 that's going to go on the inside. So we're going to attach those. To our inside. Do the same with this one. And then we're going to do these two pieces here. You could do this one, but I felt I could leave that one plain and not do it. So these two, you're going to need a piece that is 1 inch by 5 1/4 and 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I think on this, because I went the Melon Mambo on the front, I could have done white, but I think I'm going to do the petal pink and decorate my panels with those pieces there. Alright, so make sure I got the embossing folder going in the right direction. You could use that leftover strip that we used on the other cards. It would probably work for these 1 inch strips. No, that was 3/4 of an inch, so I guess not. But you could use other prints from your pack or use cardstock like I did here. So there's that, opens up. Just some, you could put a strip here too if you like. I didn't feel it was necessary, but if you wanted to, because when you open it like this, the only way you're going to see it, that it's not decorated there, is by tipping it. Alright, so let's get this one attached. And then the final strip here. Fold those in. That looks pretty. So when it is standing, you're going to see that edge. So when it stands, it kind of stands like that. That'll be perfect. So when it's flat, it's like that. This one, when it's standing, you're going to see the edge. All right, so folded them in. Now I'm going to be using these happy birthday strips. So the question is, I think on this one and on this one, I think I'm going to go with that. So I'm not going to go with the next size up because I have to stay within this little perimeter right here. So I'm going to cut these in half. I'm not even going to use my trimmer. Close enough. And attach them to the back just like I did the other one. And then I'm going to show you how you're going to trim these up. Alright, so we'll do this one first. Okay, and that's going to go across here, but you can see it hangs over just a tad. So we're going to attach it across the bottom. So you're going to have a little bit showing on both edges here. And then you're just going to flip it over and cut off the little edge. And it fits so cute on there. So let's do the other one. There we go. And we'll put this one on. And then we'll put glue on the back. And we'll come in at the bottom. It's going to overhang just a tad on each side. Pick that up. And we'll cut off. And then we'll flip it this way. Snip those little pieces. Perfect fit. Come in with our gorgeous bows. Now, I think I'm going to put it right in the corner here. And we'll put this one in the corner here. Trim those up. And come in with our sequence, and we have completed 8 cards with that one sheet of this gorgeous flowering zinnias. I'm going to put do I want, where do I want, I think that one's got to come up a bit, maybe this one over here. No. You don't know where to start and stop. There you have it. So pretty. 8 cards using that Flowering Zinnias. Let's see if we can get all 8 in here. Don't you love how that sits up? Folded flat for mailing, and then when it sits, gorgeous. So we have those 2, and then we have these 2 gorgeous fun folds there, and then we have the side gatefold, and then we have the book binding. Let's see if we can't get them all in. Let's see here if I can. There we go. Looked a little blurry. So there's all 8 of those one sheet wonder cards using the Flowering Zinnia 12x12 Designer Series paper. Remember all the details I talked about, the free PDF free PDF file, my card club, the sign-on deal. Make sure that you check them all out. You'll see all the links regarding everything I told you tonight. Below the video, it'll say more. Click on that. You'll find the links to the blog post where you can see all 8 cards up close and personal. That will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my blog, TheStampCamp.com. If you need any supplies, click on any of those links below to bring you to my online store. I do appreciate any and all orders. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell in the upper right hand corner so you always know when I go live. That is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.